have been trying to thrift for pink for what feels like forever, and let's just say I haven't exactly found what I'm looking for. So today we are going to thrift it to dye it. And I'm honestly getting to the point where I think it's going to be easier to make my own pink than to find it. I only want to get one piece because I already have 2 pieces that I thrifted a couple years ago that I want to dye. I'm kind of thinking like a regular t-shirt, maybe a long sleeve going into fall and winter time. It's gonna be super weird to not look for pink and to look for other colors that have the potential for pink. We're really going to have to be digging and seeing the potential in all these pieces. So let's get thrifting. The amount of pink I was finding when I wasn't supposed to be looking for it was very frustrating, but I pressed on, and it was really fun actually to look at pieces and think of them in a different color. Like I felt like I had like different glasses on and I was envisioning each piece differently, you know? So like this striped one, I was like, this would be so cute. Pink, how would each color take the pink dye? This blue one I thought had potential maybe, plus it was Calvin Klein, so I thought we might as well put it in. I really like the stripes of this one though. A big bold stripe looks so cute. And I've never seen a short sleeve sweater before. This one from St. John's Bay was so interesting. I actually liked the color that it was, kind of a light peachy fun orange color. And I don't know what it is with me and stripes lately, but I have been drawn to them. So I tossed in this red striped one. Even though I don't love a red, I thought with pink, lately when I see it, I think it's cute. This white top had potential. I kind of liked the top design of it, but I just didn't know if I'd actually like it in pink, so we passed on that one. And this one from Old Navy almost looked like it was already dyed because you can see the tag has some color on it, but it felt so nice. I just had to throw it in. And it's this crew neck again. This has been following me everywhere, which I honestly don't mind because I do love stripes, like I said, and I love a colorful stripe, so I guess it's all right. But after taking one last look around the store, we were ready to try on. And not only did I find a lot of options for dyeing pink, but I found unexpectedly so much stuff for fall, so be sure to subscribe because that haul is next. I was really curious how this yellow top would dye pink. It kind of had this eyelet fabric, but the top was pretty loose and it just didn't give me winter vibes, so I felt like, especially in pink, I probably wouldn't wear it much this winter. This Tote & Co shirt felt like really good quality. I was just mostly worried about the gray and orange dyeing pink well enough. I feel like it might look a little dull and unsaturated because it's already so dark. This Calvin Klein shirt was really comfy, really nice. Not necessarily my favorite like texture in a shirt. It almost was too soft and stretchy, and with it being oversized, I just couldn't envision myself wearing it a lot. This shirt from Loft, I almost passed on, but I'm really glad I tried it on because even though it was oversized and very, very thin and heathery, I love the stripes and I really actually love the oversized fit of it. Really comfortable, and I feel like it might dye well. Now, I'm not normally a red person, but I thought this long sleeve striped top from H&M was so cute. I really like the way it was cropped, and I just don't have a lot of long sleeves that have a pattern to them, and I thought this one with pink could be really cute. You guys know I can't stay away from crew necks, and this one's kind of a crew neck, kind of like a long sleeve, but it's from Old Navy, and I honestly can't believe it. It feels so heavy and good quality and like durable, you know, and I feel like this would look super cute in a brighter pink, so I was very, very torn. What I'm most deciding between is this one, or this one. This one is just so oversized, but I think it would dye really well, and I like the thick stripes. I don't love the thin stripes, and I don't know how the red would do, but I like that it's long sleeve. And then this is just so comfortable, but since I already have like a pink hoodie, I think we could probably pass on that. I also just think pink with stripes would be so cute. Okay, this one, $5, ooh, $7. Okay, we are back, and this is our item that we thrifted to dye. This is very much a Where's Waldo type vibe right now, so I'm hoping and praying that it becomes something much, much cuter by the end of this video. I'm a little anxious, to be honest. I have a feeling some of you might be like, please do not dye this. It's perfect the way it is. And I agree. There really is nothing wrong with it. I love this shirt. It's originally from Target. I thrifted it though. I think I thrifted it, was it last fall? Yeah, it was last fall. And I wore it maybe once or twice, but this feels like a fall only shirt to me. I just feel like that's kind of boring. And I think if it was pink, it would really give off a fun gingham pattern pinky look. With that, I think I'd wear it the whole year, because I haven't worn it except for in the fall. I never wear this. I thrifted this a couple years ago, and it's from Zara. Super cute, but the color, I don't feel like it looks very good on me, and I've only worn it once, and that just is not okay. But something made me think, what if this was pink? I think it's worth the risk, I think. But before we dye anything, I gotta change into my dyeing clothes outfit. We got a lot of work to do. Hardest part is choosing what color to do. We have all the ones that I had used before, and then the two new ones that I bought. Cherry red, petal pink. Petal pink is on a lot of color combos that I see. It seems like violet is more of the way I think we're gonna go. It seems like it's a little bit more of a pinky purple. I don't want this white to take too dark. I really think we're going to have to do maybe like 3 rounds and do them each separate in their bucket, just so I make sure that it all turns out. I don't want to mess this up. My gut is telling me to start with this one. It's the most low risk. Like if something happens to it, I'm not gonna be completely heartbroken. So we'll get it soaking and see how the color turns out. We're gonna add in our dish soap. I really don't measure this anymore. Probably should, but and this is just supposed to help make the dye stay. So curious to see how purple this ends up looking. For the Zara dress though, I definitely want to go lightest on that one. I think just in general having to be a lighter pink is gonna look better. It's a tablespoon of this. Did I just shake that up? Okay, there we go. Shake up your bottles, dang it. It is a pretty color. It's crazy how the violet really does look kind of pinky. I think I'm tempted to just go for it with this one. Ooh. Wait, I'm obsessed already. Okay. Okay. I didn't even think of the fact that if the tan stays tan, that we would get this kind of like purple pink with the tan, and I think that looks so cool. Okay. Wow. Wait. They say that the first 10 minutes is really important to make sure that you're stirring it really good. I'm so impressed at how pink this violet looks. On its own, it already is so pretty and pink. The hardest part is definitely trying to decide when to take it out, because it does get lighter. It does, you know, lose some of the color as it drains out and gets washed and dried. Does it look too crazy? Yeah, it's almost starting to look a little bit too bright, so I think we're gonna call her good. I am really hoping that it lightens up a little bit, but I don't hate the color it is right now. If it stayed this color, I'd still be happy. It did take a little bit darker, but that is kind of my plan. Every time I've done that, it always darker than what I think, but then it lightens up to the color I want. So hopefully it takes some color out. Okay, I'm feeling hopeful about that so far. So one down. I have the other water heating up, boiling almost. We're gonna do this one next. I'm really tempted to just do it the same color as the other one, but I do think that I'd want to try and go a little bit bolder with this one. That orange is just so dark. I don't know if it'll pull any pink at all really, but I don't know if I like it looking like this or not. We might have made a mistake. Here's where we're looking so far. I feel like though, if this was on Pinterest, I probably would like it. Also, not gonna lie, not having the best body image day, and I feel like it's not so much about my body, it's more my face. My skin is still being so weird, and I don't know if I have like hormonal imbalances. I was kind of looking into it, and well, this is girl chat by the way, if there's any guys watching. I think that I get double estrogen surges. There's 2 times a month that I feel like I'm ovulating, and the first time I'm not, and then the second time I finally am. I can like feel the dips of that even when I just got done with my period and I should be coming on the upside. I can feel myself crashing and dipping down from like an estrogen surge is what I'm thinking that it is. So I don't actually know. I was just looking into it and trying to figure out like what is going on. So I'm wondering if that's why my face kind of has been breaking out more recently. This is actually kind of fun though. I do feel like this is a really fun, different kind of color for fall. I might have done something here. I'm guessing though most of you guys are probably gonna like the before on this one better, but that's okay. Again, I just think for me, like if I'm not wearing it, it doesn't matter how cute it is or how cute anyone else thinks it looks on me. If I'm not putting it on and wearing it and gravitating towards it, it does me no good just sitting there. But this does get me really excited actually. Like if Dairy Boy had this on their website, I would 1000% think it looks cute. I would buy into it. Oh, ooh. Ouch. Actually, now it's looking less orange. I feel like the orange is starting to look a little almost red. I think I want to take it out. Let's try on this. Ooh, so far so good. I don't know if it'll look good on me, but I feel like this looks really pretty. I'm so conflicted on this color, and if it looked good with the red, I think it would look okay. Okay, we're going to use the petal pink and the violet, but we need a lot more petal pink. One of these. Okay. Ooh, I actually really like that. I like how true of a pink it looks. Do we go for it? I'm feeling brave, I'm feeling bold. Okay, here's our thrifted piece. Ooh, I might hate it. As it's soaking in here, I'm liking it more and more. I'm realizing too that I don't think I want the stripes to be super contrasted. I thought about keeping the white stripes lighter. I think I kind of want it to be a little bit like less contrasted of a stripe between the red and the pink. Like almost having the pink be a little more purple. I think I'm gonna make the executive decision to add a little bit more purple in here. I don't even know if that will work, but right now it's just looking kind of like every other pink and red striped shirt, and I don't love that. You might have stained it. I don't know. That might have been bad. Yeah, maybe. Oh no, we did stain it, I think. Why did I do that? That was stupid. Did I do that? I even knew I shouldn't do that. I'm thinking maybe if we soak it for a long time, it'll just all I did. I might deeply regret this, but I was also thinking of adding some purple in there. I just want it to look a little bit more purpley pink, I think. I'm gonna put it in a spot that the shirt is not. Just, oh, that might have been too much, I don't know. Yeah, we might be just throwing this shirt, I don't know. Ooh, but I'm liking that. Okay. Ooh, this is looking fun though. AJ should be home any second now. I'm curious to see what he will think. Wow, this is actually really cute. I think I like this, as long as there's no splotch on this. Oh, I'm praying that there's not a splotch for me dumping it. This has been in here for quite a while, definitely over 10 minutes. So I'm hoping this is a little bit richer than the others, and I'm interested to see how this pink looks once it fades a little bit.
Content, baby, content.
Here we go. Here's number one.
Whoa.
What do you think?
Yeah, I like it. It's a little bit darker than I would think, but
yeah. Nice. As long as you don't have like a visceral reaction to this, I think that's good.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it looks nice.
And then,
yeah, and it was white, right?
Yeah.
I think that's a lot more useful than Where's Waldo.
Kind of different.
Yeah, looks very Valentine's, Christmas. Be a fun Christmas base shirt, base layer.
It looks like Christmas to you?
A little bit.
I think this turned out really good. I don't even know how to describe it. I don't know, it just is so interesting how in your head you think it's going to take the color and then how it actually does, because it definitely made the gingham way more faded. This dress feels so much more natural to me. When I had it on in the tan and cream, I just felt uncomfortable. I thought it was just the dress and maybe the style, but now that it's in a fun, pretty pink, I feel way more at home. I feel like I could just go about my day, go get groceries, go shopping, do whatever, and feel so much more myself. And all I did was change the color. This is so fun. AJ very much approves of this dress. He's like, you always look so good in this dress. I'm so glad you didn't get rid of it. And I literally was about to get rid of or sell this dress because I do think it's cute. It's just on me, I just was like, I don't like it. Let me know what you guys think. I am kind of like hesitant on the color. I think it's kind of that perfect sweet spot of like, it's bright and fun, but it's also not too dark and it's also not too obnoxious either. I also feel like this is the kind kind of dress that if I saw it on Pinterest, I would be obsessed. I've actually pinned a lot of dresses that are this kind of colorful gingham looking style. I'm so shocked that the violet is what achieves this kind of pretty pink color. I definitely lean more towards like a purpley pink, I think. I love how too this threading here stayed white. This looks so cute. Everything dyed pretty evenly, I think, which is a miracle because there was so much to this dress. It's very long. If you see a little like purple stain on the back, just pretend you didn't see that because I did accidentally stain it a tiny bit. You can hardly see. So okay, what do you guys think? I really need your opinions. I kind of like it, kind of don't. It definitely was different than what I thought it would end up being. I don't completely hate it. I do think in person showing up a little bit more, this lighting is just so difficult. It's showing up a little bit more pinky purple and I really like that a lot. It's crazy how the orange didn't really change much at all. But I do think this is a lot more fun and I just feel a lot more like me in this versus what it was before. I feel like the burnt orange and cream just, I don't know. It like looked cute and nice, but it just felt like it was putting me in a box that it could only be for fall. I really just like this shirt in general. I think it's a really fun style of shirt and I wish I had it in different patterns. It also feels like such good quality. Like both this and the dress feel really nice and organic kind of feeling. It's kind of growing on me the more that I am in it and the more that I see it. I just feel like this shirt feels like the Midwest on a farm, like country quilt. And I really like that. Kind of like a Little House on the Prairie looking, but like feminine and girly with like a little pink like plaid. I think it's fun. I also just like that it's a little bit more unique looking. It doesn't look like every other fall shirt. I don't know if it's even entirely the right color for my complexion and everything, but I don't think it's the worst and I can live with it. Okay, I was just taking pictures for the thumbnail and stuff and I actually really love this shirt. It actually feels even more like some of my pins than the other one because the print is so big and I think mixed with other pops of fun color, this is such a good shirt. I really like it with this green clip in my hair. I mean, I like everything with the green clip in my hair, but I think it's so fun and pretty, but also like not too in your face. And I love it with these jeans. I think we did something here. I think we maybe nailed this. I don't know if it's showing up as purple like to you. Like this is a pretty like kind of purpley color and I actually really like it with the red and I do not do well with red. I'm very hesitant towards red, so that's what kind of surprised me of like the fact that I even picked this up in the first place. This kind of looks like to me the Dairy Boy striped pajamas or those Dairy Boy bags that people were getting and I am obsessed with that. It's a little different, it's not quite the same, but it gives me the same kind of vibes and I think it's so fun and playful and bright and it's such like a cool fun way to add pink into your outfit. I cannot believe that I thrifted this just like less than 12 hours ago. Wild. And now it feels like a completely different shirt. The stripes do make me a little bit nervous. It is a little bit much, a little busy, kind of something that I don't typically reach for and wear, but I also don't have it in my closet really, so I'm curious to see how often I do end up grabbing this one. And like I said, I've been wanting more pink in my closet for a reason. Like I've been wanting to grab things that are pink and feminine and this feels like something I'm going to want to grab because it's pink and it's so fun. I keep looking in the mirror because it looks so much better in the mirror than at least what I see. Let me know what you guys think of how this one turned out. I definitely recommend trying this. Let me know if you do. If you go to the thrift store, find a piece that you like but you don't love the color and go home and dye it. It literally feels like you got a custom made piece for you. These are around like $6. Sometimes you can get them on sale for like $4. Obviously this costs $5 or however much it costs at the thrift store and you're only using a little bit of dye. Get a whole new piece that is completely unique, completely custom, exactly what you want, and it's just so addictive. I'm so relieved it turned out, honestly. I thought for sure we'd have some fails and a dud in here. We didn't even have, I don't think, the stain on there. At least I don't see it. We avoided that disaster, thankfully, because I would have been really mad if we had like a stain and it looked this cute. So I think the main takeaway from this video is that if you can't thrift it, you definitely can dye it. And maybe that's easier. Honestly, I think dyeing these things pink was easier than trying to thrift it. Thrifting can be tough because you can't guarantee what you're gonna find at the thrift store. You don't always know if it's gonna be in your size or if you're gonna like it or if it's gonna be a pattern that's gonna be good or the shape. There's so many variables. Like I said, I can't guarantee what's gonna be there, but you can dye whatever you want. I think this was an amazing solution to my pink problem. If you're hesitant about dyeing your clothes, maybe start with something in your closet that you don't really care about anyways and give it a shot. It really is so easy, but I was so intimidated the first time I did it, and honestly I still get intimidated when I do it because I just want it to be that perfect shade of whatever color I'm trying to achieve. But I do highly recommend doing what I did, which is going to the thrift store, trying to see some potential in some pieces and dyeing them and giving them new life and making them exactly how you want, and it literally feels like you got them at a brand new store and it's exactly the style and fit and look that you wanted. It feels like I'm like wealthy or something and I just made my own custom clothes. I know this isn't our normal Monday thrifting video, but I hope you guys liked it and had a lot of fun coming along on this journey. I'm so glad that I finally have some pink in my closet. This just makes me so happy. This is truly what I've been looking for and I just feel so comfy in pink. Let me know below which piece was your favorite that I dyed. I'm so curious to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Make sure to comment this emoji if you made it this far. You're truly a real one coming on this journey with me. This has been a long time coming with the pink, but we made it. If you haven't subscribed to the Laundry Chat already, be sure to subscribe. I put out new videos every Monday and Thursday, and I will see you guys in the next Laundry Chat.